Hi guys, let's talk about how we communicate expectations. The fact that somebody wants to communicate expectations is a way that they are showing love, because most people don't waste any time teaching you how to communicate expectations, because communicating expectations is something that your mom and dad teaches you very early on. Most children know what's expected of them because they get instant feedback from their mom and dad, and they know when they're not on track because they get constant feedback from their mom and dad, right? Their mom and dad talk to them all the time. So when an adult guides them and tells them what to do, that's feedback. You missed out on having parents or grandparents that taught you how to communicate expectations. So this is gonna be really hard in the beginning, okay? But just like a muscle, once you practice every day, you'll get better. You're right? So we are doing something together. We're planning something together. We're working together. My expectation is that you will communicate when you are late, or when you're not gonna be there, or when you need to reschedule. Nobody cares what happened. Trust me. Nobody cares about why you are late, or why you can't make it, or even that you make it. Okay? What they care about, and what I care about, is that time is important, and that you care about my time. What matters is communication. What is important is that you or whoever's late is saying, hey, I'm gonna be 30 minutes late, or I'm not gonna be able to make it, or something came up and I have to reschedule. When do you do that? As soon as you know you're going to be late. As soon as you know you're going to be late. Or as soon as things look like you might not make it. Why? Because that makes you look like you care about the other person's time. If you don't do that, it makes you look like you don't care about the other person's time. And then the other person gets upset, right? Because time is important. So that is what's expected from you. This is what is expected from every healthy human being that knows how to communicate. You're making an extremely costly mistake when you don't give people the heads up and you assume that they know, or you assume that they don't care, right? Because we care about time the most, or any other thing that your brain might tell you when you fail to do what you're supposed to do, like oh, they don't care, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're not a bad person. You don't purposely do bad things. You are just not thinking about whatever the other person, because nobody taught you how important it is to give people a heads up, right, when you're late. So I'm gonna teach you now. If you are late more than 10 minutes, you will send a quick message that says, I will be 10 minutes late. No explanation, nothing. If you are more than 15 minutes late, you will send a message that says, I woke up late, I'm sorry. I'll be in as soon as I can. Thank you for understanding. Or, I'm in a traffic jam. I'll be there as soon as I can. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Or, I have a personal matter to attend to. I'm really sorry. I'll see you when it's done. I appreciate your time. If you make plans and you need to cancel last minute, you're gonna say something like, I know how important this time is. I want to give you a heads up that I'm not gonna make it. Or, I'm sorry for the last minute change. Thank you so much for being so flexible. Or, I got stuck doing something else. Hopefully we can make it another day. Or if you want to tell them more about what happened, you can. But make sure you say, I understand this is an inconvenience for you. Okay? We all had to do that. Every single one of us. And if you communicate this beforehand, it's not a big deal. It's not. It's possible that the other person might even like you more because they can see how good you communicate. You know, much of this is just skill. If you don't have the skills, your brain will lie to you because it will feel shameful. Like it hides the shame by lying. You know, because you're not having the skills, so it tells you lies. Look at all the close people in your life and see if they have these skills. And what do they tell themselves when they don't have the skills? You know, but if you employ these specific learned techniques, you will become very successful. And all you need is just practice. Practice these techniques. What to say and how to say it is a skill. And most people lack this confidence that comes from practice. People that climb up, you know, to the top, they eclipse their peers by one thing: deliberate practice, carefully guided practice. So I want you to practice communicating expectations. Send me a text, okay? And with that, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and don't kill any insects today. Mwah, 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 mwah.